Joining us now to discuss last night's primary elections and the impact they will have on the important fall midterm elections. We're joined now by Rina, a GOP strategist and the CEO of Relax Strategies, a boutique firm specializing in government affairs. Rina, thanks for being here this morning. Appreciate your time. No surprise in Wyoming today with the defeat of Liz Cheney, but it does appear that she's a woman on a mission with two goals. One that she has stated very clearly, keeping Donald Trump from returning to the White House, and two, to actually eliminate Trumpism from the Republican Party. What are your thoughts on the chances she could do either of those?
Well, any which way you look at last night's results, Liz Cheney knew she was going to win because she stood up for what she believed in. And I think that's the reality here, is that for her was a way to really see what her future holds. If it meant that she's not going back to Congress, so be it. She had made peace with that, and she made that known publicly because that's something that had to have weighed on her in these many months. She's been sitting on the dais there at the January 6th Select Committee hearings. She's been bucking her party. She's taken some really tough votes that don't just mean that she stuck her neck out, but they've sort of brought on not just really any kind of criticism from the people that she serves in Congress with, but from the voters as well. So again, she saw this coming, but there's no doubt that she still feels that she did the right thing.
In Alaska, Senator Lisa Murkowski, another Republican who voted to impeach Trump, is fighting to keep her seat, while Sarah Palin, who was endorsed by Trump, is aiming to win a seat in the House. So do you see those votes in Alaska as kind of a microcosm of the Republican Party right now?
And I think Alaska is a tougher sort of nut to crack when you're looking at this more broadly about what it means for the future of the GOP. What is Sarah Palin's role in the future of the GOP? A long time has passed, no doubt, since she was in the public eye in the way in which we used to know her. She is somebody now that I think is trying to not just make up for lost ground, but she's out there, I think, speaking her truth. Is she saying things that are, I believe, right in line with the sort of Trump strain of the party? Of course she is. She realizes how to fit into the narrative right now, and that means showing up at places like the Conservative Political Action Conference, as she's continued to do in all those years since she was John McCain's running mate. What we know now about sort of the women in the GOP is they've had to take one turn or the other. There's a fork in the road for all of them, just like there was for Liz Cheney. Either you're going to go down the path of Trump and MAGA voters, or you're going to do what you feel is right and speak your truth about the Constitution, about Trump and his role in the party, and frankly, what the values and the ideals of today's Republican Party are. I don't hear Sarah Palin doing that. I think she's just trying to get through what is, of course, any candidate wants to get through, is an election.
Sure. And so moving forward, the fundraising wing of the GOP has cut roughly $13.5 million in ad spending. So what do you make of that move? And does that indicate that the party has a fundraising problem?
A lot has been made in the past when the GOP hasn't really met up with the DCCC, the Democrat Congressional Campaign Committee. And so this is sort of something that's just gone on for years. Oh, the RNC is not doing as well this year. The DTRIP is doing better. Vice versa. This sort of goes on and on. It's just a story, long-time story of federal politics. I don't think it's really a telling of what the electorate thinks, of what big money donors think, because at the end of the day, what have we seen over the past 7 years? Big money Republican donors, though they back Trump or not, they know that they have to give. That's the way our system is set up. So I think it's premature to say any amount of money indicates one thing or the other. Our system is unfortunately put us in such a place where there are only two choices, and the voters go to the ballot box either choosing bad or less bad, and that's the reality of things, and fundraising plays right into that.
All right, Rina, GOP strategist and the CEO of Relax Strategies, thank you for your time this morning. We appreciate it.